Maybe. All right, congratulations. Welcome everybody to the RRR247 team conference call. We're here in for a great treat tonight. I'm going to share some good stuff with you. Get out your favorite pen, sharpen up your favorite pencil, get your legal pad out, and just take notes. If you're brand new, and welcome to all the brand new people in all the states that have been represented, just take notes. And even though it's a lot of information going to be shared tonight, your instructor is going to spend some quality time with you and explain everything that you're about to hear. If there's anything you don't understand, that is. But welcome. My name is Niall Letty to all you new people, and I live in Southwest Florida, but I am currently on the road with our co-founder, Mr. Rickard, hanging out in Texas and enjoying the scenery and meeting some wonderful people. It's been a blast already. I've been in the industry for 33 years now. It's provided a fantastic life for me and my children and my family. It was something I got involved in 33 years ago when I wasn't looking for a business opportunity. I just stumbled into this and thought it was really cool and a way to make an extra that I could just spend on my children while I was going to school to learn a new occupation. And I did do that. I finished school. I got a job at the airport. I was working there for about 6 months. And this industry showed me a path that was much better than anything I've ever seen before. I walked away from my job that was 33 years ago, and I never looked back. And ever since then, I've been that lucky dad who got to put my kids on the bus, take my kids off the bus, be involved in all their extracurricular football practice, from pee-wee football to high school football while my son was playing football. And every game, of course, and in the volleyball tournaments and the practices and the games, because I had a daughter that played volleyball. Cheerleading, I was there all as well. Even sometimes with the pom-poms on the sideline, getting involved and cheering my kids on, because that's what dads do, right? And it was a blast. I was always there. And that all you dads out there, you know what a great blessing that is to be able to spend that kind of quality time with your kids, because it used to be come home, hopefully in time to have dinner with them. And if not, give them a kiss on the forehead and tell them to take their shower and brush your teeth and go to bed so we can do it again. This industry changed the entire course of my life in that way. So there we go.
Now we lost you.
That's life on the road. We're in a great resort, but it looks like they're having some connectivity issues tonight. So obviously, as I was saying, this industry allowed me to spend more time with my kids, and that was my driving force to get involved. Now I'm focused on my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, and I'm building something that's a legacy that I can leave behind for them. And those of you that looked in the industry, you heard Rory say this 1,000 times. We're building something that we can leave to future generations. That alone is a big driving force for many people, especially me. But it's the lifestyle that we get to live and the people we get to meet, and the traveling all over the country and other countries, and helping other people achieve whatever their goals are here, whether it's just time freedom, financial freedom, to be able to spoil their family or but build that dream house or get that dream boat, whatever it is that we've got a plan here. Now, I've been in the industry for 33 years. I met the Rickards 29 years ago. So 29 of the 33 years that I've been involved, I've known them, and it's been a great ride. It's been a great relationship. It's been a great business relationship as well as friendship. I call them family. Actually, he's my brother. She's my sister. Those are our co-founders, Rory and Tanya Rickard. I really don't know if I can imagine life without them in my life. That's how long I've known them. It feels like I've known them my entire adult life, because I was just 30 years old at the time. And met him. He was just a young guy working for a telephone company. And if those of you that read his book, you know what I'm going to be talking about here. If you haven't read his book, I would suggest you hurry up and read that book. There's only 181 pages, so let's get it done. Then you're really going to know who this guy is. He was working for a telecom company, helping entrepreneurs like myself get a voicemail set up that we could advertise all over the country. And he also taught me that I can leave a message to that whole network of people at the same time with a push of a button. One message out to everybody at the same time. This was way before the internet and cell phones and all the technology we have today. But we had this guy who had a system that just loved teaching it to other people. And that built a good relationship between him and I. But he also built a relationship all over the world. And he was always traveling to different countries and moving around, helping people get involved with this technology. But he was able to see much further ahead of that. And when the internet came out and we really had mass communication, that's when Rory found his niche, right? That's when he got online, became the first online guru. First, it was lead generation. He built lead generation companies, helping entrepreneurs globally, all over the world, build their business through his ability to produce quality leads. And there was a lot of other companies out there that said they could do that, but they couldn't produce the quality or the quantity of leads that he could produce on a regular basis. And that's what made him number one. He did everything right all the time, every year, built great relationships. And that's why those companies were so successful. Then he started building websites. And I used some of his early websites, and I've used some other people's websites that were building websites, but nobody could get the results that he could through his websites, whether it was the first one-page flyer that went out there, because that's what it looked like, just a flyer on the internet to me. When we could add color to it, I thought that was the greatest thing since sliced bread, right? But then he learned how to put pages behind the pages, or maybe he didn't learn, but that's when he started doing it, putting pages behind pages, and just keep adding more and adding more and adding more depth and more, stuff inside that site until it just kept evolving. He started that 14 years ago, and it evolved over time, got better every year, year after year. It got better and better, and just kept adding more things to it until it evolved into this thing that you look at today, that you just got involved in today, the performance blogging system, where we have hundreds of pages inside that main page that always represent different products or services that we get to take to the marketplace and build ourselves an incredible business while we're helping other people along the way. And we get to do that globally, not just our backyard, the town we're in, the state we're in, or the country. And we're spreading all over the world. We're having a blast doing it. Rory, when we first talked about this a couple of years ago, he said he wanted to touch 1 million families and have a positive impact on 1 million families. And that's changed just in the last couple of years. And that number's been up to 10 million families. We have incredible items and tools and vehicles and a business plan that we get to take to the entire world and probably touch 20 million families by the time we're done. I wake up every morning just proud to be a part of that. I've got to meet an incredible group of people all over the world, and especially all over this country. And together we get to take their message and pay it forward to as many people as we can. So it's exciting to get up and go to work, isn't it, Del? It's exciting to get up and get onto your computer and say, who do I get to help today? But it all started with Rory and Tanya Rickard, the co-founders, and they built this circle of leadership around them and caught that message, and they went out and started teaching that message to other people. And as you become part of that, as you're brand new, and you as you start building your business and making money and bringing in other students and into your business with you through your site, you're going to move up through the different ranks of being an instructor here, right? And once you go from a certified system instructor to a gold system instructor and a platinum system instructor, and you hit that top level of master system instructor, and you'll hear that title a lot on all of our calls, MSI, Master System Instructor. That means you are someone who has shown that you have the passion to take Rory and Tanya's message forward. You like helping other people. You've helped a lot of people already. You've helped people achieve whatever their goals are. You understand the system, you can teach the system, and you can answer all those questions and help everybody every step of the way, whatever it is that they're trying to achieve. And when you become a master system instructor, you take on a lot of other duties because we share the load of helping Rory keep this system tight and keep it working well and keep it running like the fine oil machine that he knows it can be and is. And my pleasure on Tuesday nights now, I love introducing some of that leadership to you. I got to meet this MSI 3, 4, 5 times now already at the different events as we travel all around the country. She's one of those very energetic, always got a smile on her face. So you know right away that there must be something good because she is enjoying what she's doing when she can smile 24/7. When she turns her camera on, you guys are going to see that she's already smiling. And that's the kind of people that we like attracting here. I'm not going to go a lot into her background, just that she is one of our MSIs. She lives in the wonderful state of Florida with me. So that alone gives her a couple extra kudos, right? Everybody raise your hand if you agree. Just me? Okay. And so without any further delay, I want to introduce part of our leadership, one of our master assistant instructors, Ms. Sherry Lacy Hayes, over on the beautiful west coast of Florida. Hopefully you can unmute and find your camera.
Thank you, Niall.
Turn that camera on, darling, and let's hear what you got to say.
Well, I would love to turn my camera on. Unfortunately, I have a little technical problem. And for those that know me, this is nothing new. My camera is on the outs right now, but I am thrilled to be here tonight. I want to welcome everyone and tell you why finding this opportunity has been one of the highlights of my life. And I was born and grew up in Eastern Kentucky in Appalachia and really didn't know we were poor until I left it. I currently live in Florida, wonderful Florida, like Niall does, where I have lived the last 25 years chasing the sun. And I found this program, it will be 5 years ago this fall. It was after my retirement and during a very difficult divorce. I lost my house and was deeply in debt, needing to start over at the beginning of my golden years, which was not a pleasant prospect, I found. So at that time, I had been a social worker by profession in 3 different states, in Kentucky, Alabama, and Florida. I'd worked in child protective services, foster care adoptions, investigations, and went on to be a trainer of new foster care and adoptive parents and new social workers in the field. I went on to become a quality review specialist from there for the University of South Florida's Professional Development Center. And so I was looking for something at that time that I could do from home, and found this. I did my due diligence and signed up. And I'm here to tell you, it did not meet my expectations. It exceeded them in every way. Having no background in sales, advertising, or blogging, I was skeptical and nervous about my journey. But I knew as soon as I saw our core values that I had found a home. And those of you that are here all the time know our core values are: we love everyone, we're a family and support each other, and we strive for awesomeness. So that meant a lot to me. And it was also a place where no one was left behind. People came before profit. And where do you find that in this day and age? I had not found it anywhere, nowhere to be found. Yes, here, Niall, right. That's the only place I did find it. And that's thanks to 2 very incredible people, Tanya and Rory Rickard. And they are the real deal. I was shocked and thrilled and just, I was inspired when I found my home here. And this group is committed to pay it forward. And I want you to know that it's enabled me to pay off 3/4 of my debt. In 1 more year, I should be free and clear and well on my way to financial freedom. And it's thanks to right here. I am blessed to have found this organization, and every day I thank God that I did. So I wish you the good fortune to join us and pay it forward too. There is more support here, love here, acceptance, and opportunity than anywhere I have ever worked. Thank you, Niall.
Ooh, here we go. That was great, Sherry. I mean, everything you just said was like mind-boggling. I'm ready to join all over again.
It's all true too. You know it's true.
Yes. And it's true because of the leadership that we have here, right? The people behind it. Talk about 2 people who get up every morning and have a cup of coffee, watch the sun come up over the mountains, and have a meeting and say, what can we do to make this better? What can we add to the system to help everybody achieve their dreams or whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish? I'm going to be the first one to tell everybody, especially the brand new people, I want you to dream big. I want you to dream bigger than you ever have before. Dream so big and believe in it, that if I called you up one day and said, hey, Mark Mitchell, that's a really good dream, but I'm sorry, I changed my mind. You're no longer allowed to have it. It makes you so angry that you want to cry because I told you you can't have it. That's how I want you to dream. Dream bigger than you ever have before. Because with this system, there's only one mistake you can make, and that's give up on yourself and quit. If you stick to it and you follow the plan and you just storm forward and be a part of the thing that Rory and Tanya are talking about, you're going to get there. Absolutely. Doesn't matter if you get there in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, you're going to get there if you just don't give up on yourself and quit. Write down your dreams, believe that you're going to get it, and you're going to get it. If you can conceive it, you'll achieve it. Have you heard that before? That was one of my favorite quotes hanging on my wall. If I can conceive it, I can achieve it. And I believe that with all my heart. And anytime I hung something on the wall, that's exactly what happened. I just told Rory the other day, I'm getting ready to hang a picture of a big boat, somewhere between 80 and 120 feet on the wall behind in my office back in Florida, not here. I think they may have trouble if I put holes in the wall here. And when I put a picture of that boat on the wall, guess what? It's going to happen. Within a year or two, I'll have that 80 to 120 foot boat. And you know what? All of you are welcome. We'll get as many on there as we can. We'll go out there and we'll have some mimosas, watch the sunrise or the sunset, catch fish, play with the dolphins, whatever you want to do. I believe that it's going to happen, and it'll happen. So what's today? 4/19/2022. Write that down, Stacy. Now just said he's going to take a picture of his boat, and we're all going out for a boat ride. That's what this industry has done for me. It's taught me how to dream, and it's taught me how to believe. And I can't seem to dream big enough. Doesn't matter what it is. Rory and Tanya Rickard are true servant leaders. Jim Rohn taught me one day mission of legend. It was people who find a way to service the most other people. Well, that's the definition of Rory and Tanya Rickard to me, right there. That's all they want to do. They spend the rest of their life paying their success forward, thanking God for everything that was brought into their life and paying it forward to you and giving you the ability to go pay it forward to other people. That's a wonderful feeling. That's why we sleep so good at night. That's why we're excited to get up and go to work in the morning. And now you guys are a part of that. So if you're looking for a place where you can build yourself an incredible and help other people along the way, you found your home here, and we welcome you with open arms. Without further delay, I want to introduce our co-founder, one of our co-founders, and my brother, our friend, our mentor, our leader, the guy that's got this thing all put together and given us the ability to accomplish all that, Mr. Rickard. The microphone is yours. Hopefully it works. Go ahead.
It's awesome being in the same condo here with Niall, but we're sharing the slowest internet I've had for a long time. The frustration level, I get it. For you guys that have slow internet, I feel your pain while we're out here. And it's been great until today. Like, we've had no problems until today. And this is, it's working fine. I've been literally dying to roll this out today. In marketing in general, so it's the little details that make a difference. And you'll tweak things and make changes. Boom, something hits right, conversions go up, and your frustration becomes success. And it's one of those things that I can tell you as a marketer, patience is something you just have to have. And sometimes you need to stand up, walk away, clear your mind, and come back to it, right? You got to reset, refocus, recommit. And sometimes you got to even do that on top of that, right? You just got to get out of your own headspace. And I have to do that a lot, and I'll explain. Everything I've been able to teach in the structure of the performance blogging system, how we do our marketing, how we do our SEO, how we write to a certain pretty concise direction where we're doing referral marketing and more or less, giving a reference or sharing our experience with the products and giving it a review. All that process was learned by tweaking things and watching what it worked and testing, trial and error, lots of trial and error. I used to always talk about how I would pound my head through a wall. And I feel like that's kind of how it goes in life until you figure it out, right? If you pound your head through brick long enough, you're either going to die or get through the brick, right? Somehow you're going to get through. So I'm so excited to walk you guys through something today. And it's been an evolution. So the more I've been training people hands hands-on, side by side with them, running things through our RRR247calls.com to help people share this opportunity and this opportunity of several opportunities and the way that it works with others. I came across a concept to make it easier. And it's one of those things that it's hard for me to see outside of my own cloud sometimes because I do things a little bit differently than most. And what I do in what my everyday breathing of what this is definitely where I belong. I sometimes miss that people don't understand things or they haven't learned to get out of their way on there. They don't realize that making themselves uncomfortable is how they grow, and you can become comfortable with better life. It's all these, I guess, life learning and the mentoring that I received over the years that I didn't realize that a lot of our students don't have. And my job is to make it as easy as possible, right? If it's easy, everyone will do it. And if it's hard, you got to make it simplified, and you got to keep simplifying it until everybody can do it. Make it more available. It's what I just know it works that way. So what I'm about to show you guys is a major change. And like Niall said, it's the 19th of April, 2022, and we tweaked something. And you guys, we've had some tweaks along the way, and just in absolute gratitude to God, He has guided through stuff. And every time I've prayed hard, meditated to get through stuff, the answers come. All right. I consider myself a very good steward of His information. I pray and listen, and I take the inspiration for it. And I'm just going to go back in 2016. We in August we were introduced to our #1 anchor offer of Wine of the Month Club and marketing that. Had no idea that would be as huge as it was until it was, and that happened by first quarter 2017. That was a game changer for us here, and that was an answer to massive prayers on how we could get this to work better for everybody and have them see what I was seeing on my systems. Okay. Big change happened then. And then after that, we saw more and more people making this a career, right? They were able to bring in the income to get rid of the second job, third job, or to allow, one of the parents to stay home with the kids, and it started changing things. Big change. Well, in 2018, August, pretty much 2 years later, another big change happened. And that's when I was able to put together what's called, which is a communication process to allow us to teach students how to be, how to get them to see how this works and how to be part of it. That was 2018. And, in August 2020, 2 years later, that's our pace. I wanted to reflect this with you guys. You're my partners, right? Tanya and I do this to help you, right? You're our partners. But so August 2020, that's when we added availability, and it became our second anchor offer, literally really quick. And where that's taken us now, man, that's just changed like this, the whole course. We have an amazing thing. And then here it is. It's not quite August. And so it's less than 2 years. So I feel like I'm improving on these big changes. A whole new transformation in marketing, a whole new transformation to allow everybody in RRR247 to have access to success, regardless of your skill set and understanding yet. It literally simplifies where the bigger money is made, where the more impact is made. And I'm going to really spell it out. And it's the understanding and coordination of it. And it's also something that we really could not have done until recently because of how
Hang tight, folks. He'll be back.
Deal with our technical difficulties, guys. But this has been it's an overwhelming feeling, and for all of my instructors dealing with me today as I try to roll this out, I had to get this message out to you guys today. We rolled it out on Saturday, and as great as it is change. So if it overwhelms you, that's okay. We're going to keep training until it's easy. Okay. And I did a bunch of videos. I set things up to get people going. All the instructors know about this, and we're going to be rolling this out to every student. This is going to empower you guys for great things. And I've simplified it. That's what makes it powerful is simplicity. And this is a major game changer. I know it. Everybody that we've gone over this with sees what this is going to do. And this is going to answer a lot of frustrations that a lot of people have had, especially when it comes to creating that income that you need sooner and wondering, what's wrong with you? Why is this not working for you? And I want to break that down before we go into it. We're in we're marketers, right? Own it. I want everybody to say with me, I am a marketer. I am a marketer. I'm watching your lips. I am a marketer. Own it. I am a marketer. Okay. Now, the difference that we have is in marketing is not everybody can market with their mouth. They can't all present and do the marketing. It's not a skill set everybody has. It can be trained, and it takes some time to do that. But that time might be interfering with the success that you need to have. And in a corporate structure, something that Tanya and I know a lot about, you don't just hire entrepreneurs and have them come fill in the gaps. You hire specific talents or specific needs and find the people to fill that need. You work in a categorized process, right? Sales and marketing, customer support, returns. You might have like a social media department specifically, or a supply department. You have departments that work together, and we work in teams for that reason. And we've been giving people access to do things, and at the same time, things have been getting better and better and better. And I've been in the trenches, as I like to be, calling, working, delivering what we do to the new students coming in, and working the B marketing systems, working our 101 SD systems as we have for our instructors to get the message out to our students coming in. And in doing so, and doing it side by side with amazing people that are learning new things, something got clear through the meditation, prayer, and constant RRR on it. It became more and more visibly clear how we needed to simplify it. And for me, it's something I've been doing so long, it's like breathing. It's part of my pattern of living that I didn't recognize what was not clicking and connecting. So listening to everybody like I have, this is how I've been able to work with everybody here to streamline it. We've been growing this amazing leadership team, and this is in place to make this happen. We have the components to make it happen. There's MSIs in our leadership. They've got growing teams, and those teams include PSIs, GSIs, CSIs, a lot of instructors in training and support teams to help people succeed together, right? We're a marketing family. We work together. You show up, we show up. As long as you show up, we're going to help work you through this. The only way to fail is to quit. And as a CEO running things, my job is to ensure we're making things as simple as possible, and we get rid of the friction points in the business. All right. And the friction points in the business include getting better relationships with the vendors we market, better payout for us for the vendors we market, more paying and relevant offers to run, as well as helping you guys have access to doing things in a simpler way as we grow. So I am proud to walk you through what is the only B marketing system we're using today forward. This is simplifying everything. We're going to walk through it together. And this is also transferred into the new 101 and ST protocols. And I say we, it's a lot of collective instructors working together to test this out. We're on version 30 of the messages that go out. And it's just like running an ad or in a newspaper or magazines. When I used to do that in the 90s, is you get one headline that works, you run it everywhere, right? And online, we do the same thing. I share stuff that works with me, with you guys, and we can modify and tweak, but you find that out, you run it. I'll give you another analogy that I actually learned from a mentor of mine that was really big in football, like I am, that, if you have a play that works, run it again, run it again, run it again. Just run it. Who cares if you run the same play? You win the game, that's it. You don't need a bunch of plays and mix it up. Find what works, right? Keep it simple. And in advertising, it's the same thing. You find a headline that works, you run it again. Well, times have changed and you have to adapt with that. And as we're trying to reach out to students that came to us looking for a solution, just like everybody here did, how do we get a hold of them and have a communication? And I'm gonna just explain. We have a process in this. I call it the ABCD. All right. A is get them on the phone. It's the hardest thing we do is get on the phone with somebody, especially today. No one likes to answer their phones. They're spending money to get access to us, but they're not answering the phone. It's kind of frustrating, but we understand it. I don't answer my phone unless I know who it is. If you're my student, you're in my phone, so I know to answer you. I know who you are. There's so many problems, right? So many scam calls and the IRS knockoffs calling. All sorts of things happen, right? So people are pretty protective. So we do an SMS message out there. Well, if it's the wrong message, no one's going to respond, and the right message is going to get their attention. Verbiage is everything. It's like that headline. We figured it out. So we're not wasting our time. We're getting responses. Getting them on the phone is A. B, we do our BRT. We want to know who we're working with. We want to do an intake and make sure that what they're looking for and what they're expecting are something we can actually deliver them. And we want to make sure they fit our culture. Not everybody belongs here. If you're not looking to help others and you're not willing to pay it forward, this place doesn't work for you. Tammy and I have one rule. We're going to give to you. We're going to support you. We want you to pay it forward. That's our rule. Core values, we have several, right? We have very key ones, but we just expect everybody to treat everybody the way we would want to be treated. And that's really the golden rule, right? That's our one rule. The rest are all values that we need to live by. But that rule, and so as we're doing this, A, get a hold of them. B, do the BRT. C is connect them to their PBS or their VIP PBS. For the different methods we're bringing in. And then D is duplication. That's where we get them instructed to duplicate the success of the performance blogging system so they can make money in all the aspects that are there. So I refer to it as the ABCD of bringing on new team members that are coming into our marketing to build up what we have. And those are additional legs of marketing. And I'm going to spell all this out in a sheet. I'm going to give you guys all access to it today. I completed it just moments before this call so that we could train and you guys can run this out there. Also, note, our incredible MSI team will be sharing and training this to everybody. Their teams and the entire collective of the RRR247 marketing family that we have. We are going to be on this nonstop. This right here is going to create millions and millions more dollars in sales, commissions, lifestyle changes. This is going to change it. This little tweak is going to really affect things. It's going to really change the projection of where we're going and how we're getting there and the speed to where we're going. Okay, so before you've okay, I'm going to walk you through this. And before anybody gets too overwhelmed, I've created as a page so you can review it over and over again. Okay, we get trained on it. This is the method we're going to go. And no matter how great a change is, change always slows things down, right? So jump in as fast as you can and watch this build. Now, I'm going to hoping the internet doesn't kick out here. This is RRR247.com/V marketing. Okay. All of our awesome instructors, we have additional training past this, but this is the B marketing training. And to simplify where we're going and to be a broken record on what's really important, at the bottom of this page, I show exactly what you should be expecting, what you should be going through with your instructor. And if for some reason you are not getting this, get a hold of your MSI. Okay. There is one system here, one way of training, and that allows us to tweak things, make modifications as we go so we can adapt and grow no matter how big we become. It's something we have really got down. And we have these glorious communication tools and trainings that we get to put on for everybody. So I'm going to walk through what this is, okay? and we're gonna spell it all out. But before I do it, I'm gonna run down to the bottom, and I'm gonna come down here to, it says recapping on building your PBS and your multiple streams of income. All right, this is where you get to do what Rory does to get what Rory gets, right? This is a system. I figured out the rules of the game. I figured out what I needed to do to market and create several income streams. All right. If it works for me, it's going to work for you, because we all are utilizing the power of the performance blogging system and that incredible short URL web system that we call performance blogging to market in a way that gives us the ability to operate on proven marketing premises, such as the marketing house and the shopping mall, right? And we get to build in teams. So we have several different legs of marketing. And it's all spelled out here to go through it. I'm just going to verbalize it, and then we're going to run through things as I'm watching the time here. You guys are all going to be going through this. We're going to get everybody stated. Here's what we have, right? I'm just going to walk through it, and then I'm going to show you guys where everything is at this, and hopefully you guys will understand the concept. And if not, we'll just keep repeating it till you do. That's how we do it, right? So everybody gets their PBS. Everybody starts modifying their PBSs. And when your PBS is up and running with Google AdSense, you've got 3 solid legs of marketing that help you succeed here. 3 legs of the marketing table. So we're doing content and SEO, right? And we're doing ad postings, social media ad postings, right? And we're also marketing through friends and family, and posting everywhere, sharing it on our own like Facebook pages, like the social media. Like there's a combination where it's at least 3 legs of marketing, right? Ad posting, social media, content, SEO. Everybody has access to that based on how that performance blogging is built, and by just following the instructions, get that out there. Now we've streamlined that entire thing recently to where you don't have hundreds of pages to modify to get going. And it's something that I did that training on the PBS setup. I spent 16 hours straight and knocked out an entire rebuild as if I was a student, and recorded it in sections. There's 18 sections. You can go through 1 at a time, do 2. You can literally knock out your entire PBS authorship in a weekend, maybe 2 weekends, maybe 3, maybe 4, but you can organize it and get it out there. And what we want you to do is become the author of that, right? You're going to change your offer pages, your category pages. You're going to customize your headings. It's all spelled out, guided by your instructor. And you're going to be posting ads, and you're going to be getting social media posts out there and things to drive traffic to your system. And then you're going to apply for Google AdSense, right? And we expect you to get Google AdSense. And if you don't, based on your response, we know how to tweak it. We're getting more and more people on Google AdSense. Literally, you're getting on Google every day. Now you've got a cash machine that you make money even on clicks as you're building the traffic up to generate the sales. Then we're working in teams, right? Your instructors are already building, and they're helping build our anchors with you, right? Our anchors are wine, Bella Vita, and then we have other ones that we add in the VIP section, right? And I am going to give a quick update of awesomeness at the end of this call that I'm going to take the recording off for those that are here. Okay, so and those catching the replay, you shouldn't miss these calls. All right, so here, this is all spelled out here exactly what you're supposed to go through in session 1 to session 2 to session 3 and to session 4. There are 4 sessions of training that every student should get through. All right, and session 1 and session 2 gets everything going. We get Google AdSense. Session 3 is getting into V marketing. Session 4 is becoming an instructor, or at least understanding how the instructors work, so you understand how all the pieces that's going to help your success team build together, work together. All right, and it's spelled out here in English step by step. Okay, step by step at the very bottom. Then at the top, this is how V marketing is done. All right, and it walks you through this. Firstly, it tells you what you're going to be doing. Secondly, what you're going to be doing. Thirdly, what you're going to be doing. That it represents the 3 legs of marketing. And now we're gonna step up and go to all the other legs of marketing, right? So what you need to get started in V marketing is you've got to be set up with Google. All right. I even did a video to explain what it is. We use the Google suite of services. That's your Gmail and then all the apps that are there. And we utilize tech systems and other things. You're going to see how that's done. That's the one thing I've got recorded for everybody to see how it's done. Your instructor will help you get set up with those. And depending where you live, country even, we have text now, slide text, Google Voice, and Scipio, several other ones. And your instructor knows the capacity to get those on there. And that's the one thing that we're going to be teaching you. And we do V-marketing training throughout the week. Now, when's the next V-marketing training that's happening? Saturday, this Saturday. And we're gonna, and it's all going towards this new direction we have. Everything's going towards this new direction. This is how we're doing it going forward. We're gonna get everybody beating to this drum. We already know it's working. I don't bring you guys, if it works for me, it's gonna work for you, right? So this is proven. And wait till I explain the simplicity of what it means, okay? So you're gonna need Google. Everybody has that pretty much already, but I spelled it out. You're gonna need to have an understanding how to use Trello, okay? Something we teach you, we have lots of videos on it. I streamlined it right here and just built this up there. You're gonna see this is how we use Trello today. Instructors, I'm gonna put notice out here. Every single student doing V-marketing needs their own Trello board. No longer will we be sharing Trello boards with multiple students. Why? I'm gonna have a great segue here. Trello is awesome, but we need to put multiple lists in there now because it's not just about V-marketing, positive responders, and appointment sets. It's also follow-up for wine ambassador customers or ambassadors. It's also follow-up for more market or samples given for Bella Vita and also for our Vivo watch, okay? And I have that in this short little video, all right? It spells it out there. And I actually spelled it out right here too. We're gonna use one Trello board per student to help track that so we can help grow in all the very awesome doors that come into our marketing house, right? To what we have, you know, and it's what we've already proven out. It's what's creating great income and wealth. And we're just trying to, you know, improve this to make it easier for everybody to participate in here. I'm going to explain more. Just bear with me. I'm so excited. I'm having a hard time keeping on track here, guys. Then we go into getting access to your V-marketing leads. You get those from your instructor. They're in a Google sheet. They know how to do that really well. And you want to make sure that you always have enough. So if you're getting down to just a few hundred, get more so you don't run out. You want to be doing your V-marketing literally every day, a minimum of 6 days a week. Some people do it every 7 days a week. And you're not calling in V-marketing. V-marketing is just SMS texting and working via text to set an appointment for your instructor. Okay, I'm going to spell that out. Then this is working V-marketing and lead setting, and we're going to do a lot more trainings. This walks you through that. And then right below that is just a recap on where you should be building. Okay, and this gives you access to all the legs of marketing. Now let me stop my share. Look right at you guys. Not everybody's an entrepreneur. Let me explain. An entrepreneur, they're rare. We're rare. It's a great term to use. Everybody likes to think that, you know, I'm a business person, so an entrepreneur. The true definition of an entrepreneur is somebody that knows everything from the janitor closet to the CEO, everything in between, and they can do it all. Entrepreneurs usually have a hard time delegating. They know how to run their business better than anything because they just have that passion for it, right? That's what an entrepreneur is. If you build a business for an entrepreneur can make anything happen. They get it. They size it up. They go to work on it. That doesn't make it for a duplicatable process. That's where the corporate structure comes in, and you start getting people to do things that are best for their skill set. Sure, you can grow and develop them into more areas of importance that help grow. And eventually we want everybody to learn everything from the janitor side to the CEO side. When you go through our training, that's what happens. We're training you for every component. And just because you're trained doesn't mean you're going to be efficient or maybe even enjoy it. And we want you to enjoy it. No one here should be feeling like this is a chore or that freaking 3-letter nasty word of a job. This should be your career and passion to help others and grow with us. So we got to make sure it's a happy environment. Part of the core values, we want awesomeness. So everybody can send out text messages, and it takes away the pain of talking to somebody when maybe you're not as convicted in how well this works yet. Maybe your belief isn't hard enough or strong enough because you haven't seen the money you want to see, or you're not quite feeling it like you'd like to before you go that next step. A lot of people have hurdles there. The more and more students I talk to, the more I realize how true this was. You know, for me, I'm convicted. I know this works. I know 1,000,000%, no doubt that what we have here works for anybody that does it. The only way to fail is to quit. I know it. But not everybody's as convicted as me. Not everybody's been like Tanya and I, where we've had the income from these methods coming into our lives nonstop. You know, I always wish I could just dump my brain, shove it in someone else so they see how this is and they'd run with it. I know that if anybody knew, everybody knew how this worked, they'd have one. They'd do the work to get it going because they would understand what it means, especially for the future and the legacy of it. And especially watching where the internet's going. In case you guys haven't noticed, the trend for buying isn't going backwards. It's going more and more online. We're seeing massive institutions shutting down and going all online. There's a reason. It's the way of the world, way more efficient. Okay, so if I'll break it down to the minimum things. If you can send a text message and you're willing, if you can send an email basically, right? If you can send an email and a text message and you're willing to follow the protocols for that, this will work. This will work for everybody. You know, make sure you have a copy of my ebook, marketingisfreedom.com. And I'm going to state this out right now, here and now. Every one of our family members here at RRR247 has my explicit permission and request and invitation to share my ebook free of cost to anybody you can. All right? They send it out, and it's all the email references and everything else. And so when you're doing B marketing, anytime you send an email, make sure you're attaching the ebook. And you know, I'm going to tell you this: people that literally read that book first are so incredible to talk to, and it really helps set up our instructors. So here's what we have in the sales world. To get a customer that wants what you have as a product, you need to do marketing with them, and you need to get somebody into what we do here. We do very high touch. That's how we want it to be. You know, we treat everybody the way we want to be treated. We want them to come in knowing what this is and what to expect. That's why we have the Keystone video. And that's why we do what we call that BRT, so we get to know them and make sure they are a good fit for us, right? That's done. But if somebody reads my book first, they're gonna have a really good understanding of the possibilities here and the verbiage. They're gonna feel that it's real. And the terminology that they wouldn't have known otherwise, because not everybody's a marketer when they come here. Most people are not. All sorts of light bulbs go off, right? They're learning all sorts of new things. That book helps. It's a great user manual for what we do here. So everybody gets to be what we call a setter. We have a setter and we have a presenter, right? Not everybody can present this. Not everybody has the conviction. Our instructors do. They've gone and learned how to do all this. And they're the ones that are able to make more and more money because they get to have exposure to building the teams. And the reward for building the teams is when they're succeeding, we succeed. So now we have an ability with the new V marketing for every student to come in, be connected via Google Calendar and everything else to help and build with their instructors in their success team and gain from that. You don't need a B presenter. You have a whole team of presenters. You have a team of marketing experts that know this process very well. We just got to get them more on the phone with those that are looking for what we have. That's where you come in. Now, here's the reward. You set the appointment, they follow up, they enroll them in PBS, and when they walk them through the processes and they get them into the anchor offers, they're going to put them into your anchor offer with you as the enroller, even though they're doing the presenting work. It's a team effort. We're growing together. We want you to have those personals, to get those qualifications, to get the leverage of what we're building together. So if you can just help bring in appointments for the presenters, our instructor team and specialist team that we have to grow this, we all get to win and at a faster pace. In the world of sales, those that know how to recruit and send the message and do the sales work, those who do it better win. That's typically how it is. With what we've designed, we all win together, even those that aren't presenting. This is equal opportunity to grow. It's our utopian society. This all fits the way we like things to be. We want to help everybody rise up, not just those that are fully entrepreneurial and can do it all. No, everybody. Here's the work to do, and it's work that everybody can do. Everybody can send these text messages out. And the new messages and the scripts that you guys get access to, and I'm going to show you where they're at, people respond to this. It's all tested. It's what works. It allows us to adapt. And if we need to do a change, we'll let you guys know why, and we roll it out. Don't miss the Tuesday calls. You guys, I put off some amazing things that we'll still get to next Tuesday and the Tuesday after that. We have some very powerful things to market and add to the mix that we have here. And we stick to our cores. We stick to our anchors. You guys, this is going to change everything. Now we just got to deploy it and roll it out. I'm going to go back to the screen. And I'm going to show you something. This is RV marketing. It's going to show you what you need to get going. Right here is a Google Doc you'll access. There's a video that shows you how to utilize it. All right. You're going to go through this. All right. Everybody needs to have access to my ebook. If you don't have it, get it from your instructor. All right. We're going to be doing trainings again on Saturdays after the wine ambassador training going forward until this is totally regimented. We're going to be doing several trainings on Saturdays, repeating the same thing. This alone makes all of our efforts happen quicker. Okay. This alone makes everything gel quicker because we grow by the size of our teams. The marketing that we do, the essential marketing that we do, and all the products and all the posts gets better the more of us we have. The opportunities we have grow by the size of our community. That's what we have here. So we want to grow the community, and we want to allow it to benefit everybody here. And that's why this is such a critical thing. So go through the processes, and when in doubt what you're supposed to be doing, just go to V Marketing. It stands for victory. We're all marketers, right? V Marketing is a component, and it's the fourth leg plus to our marketing table to win. You still want to get your PBS built. You want to modify it, become the author of it. You want to get Google AdSense, absolutely. And as we're building that up and getting traffic, that's where we get customers into our anchors. We get customers in the products we sell. But we can press this and gain from leverage as we help others do this. And we get to do that in a better way because we fixed one thing. We got rid of the scare of people thinking they had to get on the phone or talk to somebody when they weren't ready. And it's that simple. And we have enough instructors. You guys, we have hundreds of trained instructors to support this process. Everybody here is connected to one MSI, if not two, if not three, if not four. Everybody's got a whole lineage of people to help you do the presentation. You set the appointment, they do the presenting work, they build it as with you as the enroller, and that's what makes sense. So make sure you guys, I put some notes in here. Instructors, make sure you're okay. I'm going to go over some keynotes. We're using Gmail addresses for this marketing. Very important. We all use Google Calendar. You need to change things over and make sure your Google Calendar is being used. We'll talk to the instructors over and over again. We need one system we all can train it and troubleshoot from. Google, well, they're a partner with us. We care what Google does. We're going to use that. Instructors, make sure your student or instructor in training has their wine ambassador and Bella Vita usernames and user IDs. Those are the main anchors we support and grow in the binaries. Make sure those are on their Trello cards. That way, when you go to sign somebody up, you don't have to call them and ask where things are. You should already have them set to the legs they're building at that time, whether it's the left team or the right team. These are things that we keep up with as we grow. All right. Now, I like the structure where we build the team leg together first, and as that proves out, then we can start building the other team. And if they're helping set the appointments, we build both teams as a team. So there's no ambiguity in this. We build and get them going, but they're setting appointments and they've proven themselves. We build both teams, build those incomes up, build those check matches up. Does everybody make sense? Does this make sense, everybody? I want to see nods. Okay. B marketing is a term for victory marketing, and it's for students using B marketing leads. As students become instructors in training, we give them access to our SDs and a one-on-one board leads. They can still do B marketing as well. Everybody cuts their teeth in the B marketing leads, and then they get better and better leads as they learn the process and build into it. It's a money business thing too. You know, we're spending dollars a lead on the B marketing leads, and we're starting to spend hundreds of dollars a lead on the SDs and the one-on-ones. We're going to contribute to your business. We just want to make sure we've cut your teeth and you understand how to use the processes. So just in case anybody goes off a tangent on that, if they're a student and they're doing B marketing, they get the B marketing leads. When they become an instructor in training forward, they get access to the SDs and the one-on-ones. You know, they sign the NDAs, they get access to that. Very clear. Instructors and, you know, our in-house specialists that we have here, you know, we're using SDs, the one-on-ones, and the marketing leads that are set by our students to build this. And we're also doing, we can also do it ourselves, right? We have a script and a process to build them ourselves. But what we really want to do is create a very awesome team with our students to build this and duplicate this. All right, I got a couple matters of business we're going over a little bit. I'll keep it on the recording. I have one thing that I'm going to take off the recording. So we have live events coming up here in September. Grapevine 3.0 is literally rolled out. It's going to be there's modifications happening to the current Grapevine, and we're like in 2.5. The new changes are going to help us build everything here, right? It's awesome. Okay, doesn't change the pricing. We just change that it's better. We're adding to it. The awesome winners of our leadership retreat, the ones that have earned it in the team, you guys know who they are. We've talked about this. We're going to be in Waikiki in June. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. We're going to be rolling out awesome things there. Now, that's June. September 5th is Labor Day. You're going to be getting information soon. Tickets will go on sale for the Grand Cru Harvest 2022 event in our vineyards there in Napa. It's there's a correlation happening, so be ready. We have that event, and then we have the Velveeta RRR247 event, and they look to be really close together. This is awesome the way it's lined out. So we'll roll things out. So get ready for that. You want to commit to go to those. You want to go to those live events. And I'm going to put this out there. If you think you're good at doing the V marketing, you're going to get even better when you talk to people and work out the rough parts. Live training, live interaction, you cannot beat it. Okay. And what we really want to do is make sure everybody is proficient in this new V marketing, because that alone in obviously connection with getting your PBS up and going, getting Google AdSense up and going and everything allows you to really get what I get out of this. You guys, I want everybody to have a life like what Tanner and I have. That's the goal. Everybody that does the work gets access to that. We've eliminated the factor that would have stopped you, and that's the paid marketing that allows you to grow things even faster. When you guys see how this marketing is done and the way that we follow up, it generates more traffic to your PBSs as well. I'm not going to cover that training today because that's like another hour, but guys, things are just improving. I am more excited today than I've ever been. We solved something that was literally a dam in the process. And now that I saw what it was, and thank you for everybody's input on that, we've solved it. We go forward now. So training coming up, and everybody here, all of our students we need to show up. We're going to get a nice big venue space. It's going to be a glorious time, and we'll roll out some information. And you guys, we're going to be set to really crank. Now, the new promotion we're running in Wine Ambassador, we are earning harvest cash. We already have people out the gates screaming ahead. We're going to be awarding out $200, $400, $600, $800, $1,000, $1,200 in travel cash over the next 4-month run on that prior to the events in September. Velveeta right out the gate in the early days, they're going to run a promotion that's going to allow us to basically pay for that trip as well. So if everybody's doing this and working with your instructors, you have the ability to grow, have recruiting happening so that you get the leverage that's offered in what we have. But you don't need to be the presenter. You have a team of presenters that know how to do this so well. You just got to do the SMS work to set the appointments and get them going, and then do it consistently. If you only can do it 2 hours a week, fine, do it 2 hours a week. If you can do it an hour a day, do it. Give up television to make this happen so that your goals and dreams can happen. I can tell you this, being able to travel at will, being able to buy what you want to buy is it's worth working as a team and sacrificing to make it happen. We have a path that's pure success. Let's do it. All right. God bless. Don't go anywhere. Those that are here are going to hear an awesome announcement, and it'll be some information to go out. I'm going to stop the recording. And be on those trainings on Saturdays and Tuesdays.